everyone, so today's video is going to be an ASOS haul. I placed a big old order on Black Friday of a bunch of stuff that I didn't need and it's just turned up, so I figured I would share with you guys what I bought. I have only tried on the Christmas party dresses so far. Everything else I've not even like opened the bags or looked at them yet, so I actually can't really remember what I ordered because, like I said, I didn't really put much thought into what I was ordering. I was just putting stuff that I liked into the basket and I've ended up with this selection of things. So I'm going to go through with you guys what I got. I'm also going to try on the stuff and see what I think. I might start with the party dresses because they are the things that I've already tried on, so they're kind of less exciting, and then I'll move on to everything else which I haven't looked at yet. Okay, so the first dress that I picked up is this one. Like I've already said, I am going to be filming try on clips for all of these things because it's really hard to show you what things look like just like this. But this is sort of like a velvet textured dress. It's a really interesting colour. It's sort of like a foresty green, maybe, I don't know, some sort of green shade, and it's got these little like lace cut out bits on the sleeve, and the bottom also has lace, and then it's just sort of got this V-line kind of neck. I have already tried this on, so I already know how I feel about this. This does not fit me at all. I think it's a really pretty dress and I think it's like a good style for a Christmas party, but the top half is just insanely big. The rest of it fits fine. I just do not have the chest to fill this out, so it looks awful. I think it's a pretty dress, but it's just not pretty on me, so this is definitely going to be returned because yeah, this just does not fit. The next dress that I picked up is this one. This is a really pretty colour. I don't think it's showing up properly on camera, but it's like a really light lilac. It has like a pleated skirt, and then the top part of this dress is really interesting. It's sort of super flowy. Again, this is not going to do it any justice. I will show you what it looks like on, but it is super flowy and I just thought this was really pretty. I think this would be better for more of like a summer party than a Christmas party, but as with the last dress, it just does not fit me on the top. Everything else fits great, but the top is just so loose, and yeah, there's nothing I could do to make this kind of fit. So this is another one which is a bit of a fail. And then the final dress that I picked up is a pretty similar style to that last one. It is this bright orange colour, so again more of like a summery dress than it is a Christmas party dress, but it's a similar sort of style. It's got a little bit of a different skirt and it's got a band that you tie around your waist, but the top half is that same sort of flowy material. This, again, nice little recurring theme, did not fit. The rest of it fit, but the top half was just far too loose. This was the best fitting out of all of them. I could at least not completely expose myself wearing this dress, but again, not good enough to justify keeping. So yeah, definitely a fail on the Christmas party dress front. I think I'm going to end up wearing a dress that I already had from a uni ball I went to a couple of years ago, because to be honest, I don't really want to buy a new dress. I mean, I know I've just bought these 3 dresses that will be going back, but when I actually thought about it, I don't really want to spend more money on a dress that I'm only really going to wear once. So I figured I'll just wear the dress that I already have. It is a green sort of colour. It's full length, which was the thing that was putting me off in the first place, but I think I'm just going to have to embrace it. I'm going to try and film a get ready with me, I think, for my Christmas party, so hopefully you'll see the dress in that. But yeah, that's what I've ended up deciding to do because these dresses were just not successful. Now moving on to some other bits, I figured I would share with you guys the shoes I picked up because these were also picked up for my Christmas party. So I picked up these 2 pairs of heels. They both look incredibly similar, so I'm not going to bother getting them both out the bag. They're pretty much identical. They're in 2 different sizes because I'm a 5.5, so sometimes I need to get 5s, sometimes I need to get 6s. Such a pain, but yeah, they're very similar. I think they were 2 slightly different brands. I don't know if they're from the same place, but they're pretty much identical. So it's just like a classic black heel. I do already have some black heels that I could wear with my dress for the Christmas party, and it's been like an ongoing debate that I've asked multiple people about, because when I show the 2 different shoes on with the dress, most people don't even notice they're different, but then as soon as I kind of say that they're different, everyone's always like, oh yeah, I way prefer these ones. So I think I'm just going to end up keeping them. It's only £13.50 and I feel like these will go with everything. I'll definitely get wear out of these in the future. Don't know how comfy they're going to be yet, but I think they're going to do the job. Okay, so now moving on to the other clothes bits that I picked up. I definitely ordered some similar things. That's what I tend to do when I order anything online. I get either multiple sizes of the same item, or I get kind of different items that all look pretty similar, because if I have my heart set on like one new particular item that I want in my wardrobe, I like to have different options of that one item to kind of pick my favorite out of, if that makes sense. So I'm going to kind of try and go through it by item. The first being black skirts. I've really wanted a black denim skirt for a while, but I've just never found one that fits. I find skirts really hard to find that fit me properly, but the first one that I picked up is this one. This is just a black denim skirt. It's got a zip all the way down the middle, and yeah, it's just pretty standard. I figured something like this would probably be okay to wear to work. I have quite a casual work dress policy, so as long as this is long enough and it fits, I probably could wear this to work, and it's not like ripped or anything like that. I really like the look of this. I'm hoping it fits. I like the style, and I feel like you can wear this in winter with tights and boots and a jumper, or I could equally wear this as much in the summer, so I feel like I would get a lot of wear out of this. So we will see what it looks like on. This one is definitely a little bit of a fail, which is sad because I really like the look of this one, but it is just definitely at least one size too big. Even with the jumper tucked in, it is so loose, which is just, yeah, it's annoying. It's super comfy, and I love the fact that the pockets are huge, and I think it's a decent length as well, so I feel like I'm tempted to reorder this in a smaller size just to see if it fits a little bit better. But yeah, this one's definitely gonna have to go back because it is just far too big. The next black skirt that I picked up is this one. This is a faux leather skirt. Again, I tried to find one that was sort of a little bit of a decent length, not like completely a mini skirt, which I feel like this one looks like it is, but maybe on it will look shorter. Again, this has just got a zip at the back. It has no stretch in it, which I feel like is going to be a bad thing. I feel like this probably isn't going to fit me nicely, but we will see. Maybe I shouldn't be so negative about it just yet. It has got pockets, which everyone knows is the best thing ever about skirts and dresses. And yeah, it's pretty standard. Again, I just want a black skirt that I can pair with some nice jumpers in winter, and then, I mean, this would also be good for things like nights out, so I feel like I definitely would get a lot of wear out of this. Trying this skirt on, I actually really like the look of it. It's surprisingly comfy. The only issue is it just doesn't fit. Like, I reckon there's probably about 3 inches on my waist that's probably too big. It does mean that that's probably what's making it comfy, and I can tuck jumpers and things in fine, there's no issue there. It doesn't make it too tight, but I just think it might be a little bit too loose to wear on an everyday basis. But other than that, it's really nice. I really like the length of it. I think it's a good length. It's not too short. But yeah, I just think it's probably going to be a little bit too big for me. And then the final black skirt that I picked up is a little bit different. It is this black midi skirt. This is like a stretchy sort of cotton material. Has got a stretchy waistband, which is a good sign. This is very much out of my comfort zone. I don't own any midi skirts. I've never owned a midi skirt. I've never worn a midi skirt. I feel like I'm not gonna like how this looks like on. I love these on other people. When I try them on myself, I feel like they don't sit right. Maybe I've got like the wrong length legs for these because I'm kind of short. I don't know, but we will see what this looks like on. I actually don't hate this skirt as much as I was expecting to. I really like the fit of it. It's super comfy. The material is really soft. I'm not sure if you can see the full length of it on here, but it's a little bit longer than maybe, I don't know, I feel like it is midi length. I feel like it does fit me right. I just don't know how comfortable I am with wearing midi length things. I feel like this skirt on someone else would look really nice, but yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this yet. Maybe I'll look at the price and see if that helps me make up my decision. But it is super comfy, and I do like how it fits with the jumper tucked in. Yeah, I'm not sure if I suit this length of skirt. I also picked up one final skirt that isn't black. It is this really lovely kind of rust colour. Such a soft, I think it's fake suede, I can't imagine it's real suede material. It's got these pockets on the side and a little zip at the back, and I just bought this because I really liked the look of it, and I think it was a really good price in the sale. Again, I'm looking for a skirt that I can wear with a jumper and boots. That's my vision at the moment, so if any of these kind of work with that, then I'll be happy. This doesn't feel like it's got any stretch in either, so that might be an issue, but we will see how this fits. This skirt definitely fits me the best out of the kind of 3 shorter skirts I've tried on today, but I'm still not really sure how I feel about it. I feel like this material already looks so creased, which is just going to be a pain. I do not like ironing things if I can avoid it, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. I also feel like it's just not very it's not very flattering. Like, it doesn't really sit very nicely, it doesn't give me any shape, it's a little bit loose, and yeah, I don't feel like this one is too flattering, so I think this one's gonna have to go back as well. Okay, so now moving on to the other category of clothes items that I picked up, which were light coloured jumpers. Thinking about it now, I don't know how much of a wise idea this is, because I feel like I'm gonna get these dirty real quick. Maybe it'll be a good like lesson to teach me how to be a proper adult and not just throw stuff down me. So I don't know if I'll end up keeping these, just because of the risk factor of me just destroying them within one wear. This is the first one I chose. It's this really, really soft material. Now that I'm touching it for the first time, it is so soft, knitted jumper. It's got a roll neck, which, as you can probably tell, are my favourite jumpers ever at the moment. This looks like a fairly decent length. I think the struggle with finding these jumpers, we're finding ones that are super long, because obviously when they're really long, there's too much material to kind of tuck into things without looking completely bulky. So I was trying to find ones that weren't cropped, so they were long enough to be tucked in, but also weren't long so that they looked stupid tucked in. So I feel like this looks like a good length, but we will see. This jumper is so unbelievably soft. I feel like this is probably the softest jumper I've ever worn. It feels so nice and is so comfy. The only thing I'm not fully sure on is the fit. I don't know how flattering it is. I feel like it might be just a little bit loose, a little bit too oversized, so it's not really doing anything for me. But to be honest, it's so comfy. I definitely value comfort over anything else, so I'd be tempted to keep it just for that fact. But yeah, I'm not fully convinced on how this one fits. This next jumper is again very similar. It's equally as soft. This is like a kind of a finer knit, if that's how you would describe it. It's not as chunky. It's got this nice sort of stitching down the middle, which I think looks interesting, and it seems like a similar sort of length to the last one, which I think would be ideal for tucking into things. So yeah, really like the look of this one. I definitely think this jumper fits a lot better than the last one. It's not quite as oversized. I feel like it looks a little bit more flattering on. It's also super comfy, super soft. I will say the material of this one feels a little bit itchy, so I feel like if I wore this for a long time, I might start to feel that a little bit. But other than that, it's super comfy. I really like the detail down the middle. I think it makes it look quite interesting. This one is obviously a high neck as opposed to a roll neck, which I quite like. I will say about both of the jumpers I've tried on so far that the necks are really stretchy, which sounds like a little bit of a weird thing to make a comment on, but it's such a pet peeve of mine when I've already put my makeup on and I go to get dressed and the necks of like a roll neck or high neck are super stiff, and then you can't get it over your head without literally like wiping off half your face. So that is definitely like a little bit of a plus to both of these jumpers. I will also say about this one, the sleeves feel quite short. I don't know if it's just my arms. I don't know if I have like freakishly long arms or if the jumper is designed to be like a little bit cropped on the arms, but this just feels quite short to me. I don't know, maybe I'm used to just having like ridiculously long arms on jumpers and this is like the right length to have. I don't know, but I do definitely like the look of this one. And then the final jumper that I picked up and the final clothes item that I got is this one. This is a slightly darker colour to the last two. It's sort of more of like an oatmeal colour, if that's a colour. A little bit darker, again, very soft. It's got a higher neck, not really a roll neck, but it has got a higher neck. And again, it looks like a very similar shape to the last two. Like a little bit boxier, so it looks a bit more oversized. I did get all of these in smalls, I'm pretty sure, so we'll see kind of what that size looks like on. And again, doesn't look too long for tucking in to jeans and skirts and things. This jumper again is so soft and so comfy. I actually don't know how I'm going to pick out of these three jumpers which one to keep, because I feel like I definitely don't need three light coloured jumpers. So maybe let me know in a comment which one is your guys' favourite. This one I think is a little bit more flattering than the first one. It's not quite so oversized. It's got a slightly different neck to both of the previous ones. The first one was roll neck, the last one was high neck, and this is kind of even higher neck. Like, it does feel a little bit constricting, but it would definitely be warm when it's cold outside, which I guess is a good thing. It is really comfy, like I've said. It's got kind of more normal length sleeves, I'll say. But yeah, I really like the look of this one, and I think the colour is interesting, how it's not quite so light. I feel like maybe that would be a little bit less dangerous than going for one of the cream ones in case I do make a mess. So yeah, that's what this one looks like. So now moving on to the final things that I picked up. I have got all of these rucksacks as potential options for my new sort of daily work bag. My current rucksack is honestly just awful. I can't believe I've been wearing it for the amount of time that I've been using it for. It is falling apart. I've literally had it, I think, mended twice. The stitching is holding on by like an actual thread, so any second, like, I'm just waiting for the day it just snaps off while I'm wearing it and things go everywhere. Would really not be ideal. So I thought I would get a few different rucksack choices so I could see them in person, kind of see the size of them and everything before I decided which one I wanted to keep. So the first one is this one, which to be honest looks incredibly strange. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's a really strange material. It's almost like a wetsuit material, if that makes sense. That sort of like stretchy, waterproof kind of feeling material. It's really quite bizarre, and it's like a really interesting shape. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I guess you can maybe have it like that, although it wouldn't make sense to because there's the button there, so I feel like you'd have to have it folded down, which means you can't actually fit that much in this. So I feel like this is going to be a no. The main thing that I need to be able to fit in this is my work laptop, so I feel like this is not going to be the one. It's just, I can't get over the material. It feels really, really strange. The other three are all sort of like a fake leather material. So this is the next one. But now that I'm looking at this, I definitely don't think this would fit my work laptop, at least not in the laptop case, because this looks really, really small. I mean, this would probably be nicer for sort of a day-to-day bag, which is kind of what I need. I feel like I need a smaller bag for when I just kind of pop into town and do little errands and things like that, that's bigger than a tiny sort of handbag that you can only fit your phone in, but smaller than a full-on work rucksack. So maybe I'll need to have two bags, like an extra bag at some point. But for now, if I'm just looking for my work bag, I feel like this might be a little bit small. I really like the look of both of these last two bags. So this is the first one. This one is pretty massive, which to be honest, I do like, because I'm a bit of like a Mary Poppins when it comes to bags. I like to put everything but the kitchen sink in there and take them with me. So this is just kind of a standard bag. It would be really perfect for fitting a laptop into, and I think this looks classy. I like this little silver detail on the front, so I feel like I like the look of that one. And then the next one is this one. I feel like this one also looks quite classy. I like the shape of this one, but I don't know if this would fit a laptop in. Really, I need to have my laptop at home for me to be able to actually test these out. So I think these are sort of my two options for work bags at the moment. Maybe let me know in a comment which one you prefer. I do really like the look of this one, but obviously if I can't fit my laptop in, then it's kind of a little bit useless. So maybe I'll have to see on that and make my decision a little bit later. But they are all of the bits I picked up. I'm very excited to try these items on now. Obviously you would have already seen those clips, but I haven't tried these stuff on yet, so I'm excited to see how they fit. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any video requests you want to see from me, leave them in a comment down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.